Okay, guys, we're going to pick back up with histograms, and we're going to look at, one, how we can read them and gather information from them, and then we're going to look at how to create them. So let's start out by reading them. We have a histogram titled Balls Made in a Billiard Tournament, and our labels are the number of games played, or the number of games that the data occurred in, and then we have the number of balls made, and they're sorted out in each category. We have 0 through 3, 4 through 7, 8 through 11, and 12 through 15. And then due to possibly issues with reading this histogram that I made, I went ahead and put in the numbers there to represent what each of them are, but it won't always do that for you, so sometimes you will have to look and figure out that number on your own. But first, we're going to look and answer some questions. So using the histogram, how many games were played? Well, there was one game where between 4 and 7 balls were made, so that's one game. 5 occurred with 8 through 11 balls being made, so that is 1 and 5. Our total is now 6 games. And then we have 8 games where 12 through 15 balls were made, so that gives us a total of 14 games played. So 14 games. Now, let's look and see how many games had 11 or fewer balls made. Where do we need to start looking to figure out the answer to this question? We need to start our looking right here. 11 or fewer. So we're going to start out with 11, and we're going to look to the left, the fewer number of balls. So we had 5 games where between 8 and 11 occurred or were made. So that is going to fall in that range we're looking for. And then we had 1 in 4 through 7. So that is also going to fall in that range. So we have a total of 6 games played where 11 or fewer balls were made. Now, how many games had 11 balls made? This is a trick question. We don't know how many games there were exactly 11 balls made. There's not enough information in this histogram because we are looking based on a range rather than specific numbers. So we can't answer that question, so we're going to put not available there. Some of the questions you guys may see could say none of the above. So that would be the option you choose there. Now let's look at how to create a histogram. So we have our data over here off to the side, and we're looking at rare feathers that were sold in the last 8 months. So we have our number of months, and we're going to see how many number of feathers were sold within those months. So our range here is between 0 and 5. Do we have any pieces of data that fall in that range? Yes. 4 falls in that range. So that is 1. So we're going to draw our line right there and create our bar to represent 1. We can go ahead and cross that 4 off the list. Now we can move to the next interval. 5 through 10. How many numbers do we have that fall within 5 through 10? Nope. Nope. Yes. 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 So we have 4 within those intervals. So we have our line to show that. We can cross those off the list. Now we move into the 10 through 15 range. How many do we have? No, yes, yes. So we have 2 in that range. Draw a bar representing 2. And then lastly, we have from 15 through 20. We have 19 being the only one. And that is how we create histograms right here. That's how we gather information from those. So if you have any questions, be sure and get a hold of me on Google Classroom. Join